Hi kids, welcome to Lucky Miss. Lesson number 2, square root. 2.1, the square root of a positive number. Before you study the square root of a positive number, first you have to learn about square of the numbers. What do you mean by square of the numbers? When you multiply a number by itself, we get a square of a number. Look at this table. Here, 1 into 1, 1 squared equal 1. 2 into 2, 2 squared equal 4. 3 into 3, 3 squared equal 9. 4 into 4, 4 squared equal 16. 5 into 5, 5 squared equal 25. I extended this table up to 10. Look at this number. 6 into 6, 6 squared, you have 36. 7 into 7, 7 squared, you have 49. 8 into 8, 8 squared, you have 64. 9 into 9, 9 squared, you have 81. 10 into 10, 10 squared, you have 100. These numbers, look, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81 and 100. Those are called square of the numbers up to hundreds. I think kids, it's better to remember these first 10 square of the numbers. We call these numbers perfect squares. Hi kids, I am going to explain you a easy method to find a square with 2 digits number, which is less than 100. You have 15 squared. So to find 15 squared, if you want, you can multiply 15 by 15 and get the answer. This is another way. First, you want to square the last number. That is 5. 5 squared, 25. You put 5 there. Remainder you have 2. Then you have to multiply all 3 numbers here. 2 into 5 into 1. 2 into 5, 10 into 1, 10. Add remainder 2, you have 12. So 1 remainder there. Then you have to square the first number. 1 squared plus remainder 1 makes 2. 225 is the answer. Then you have to square 16. First, you have to square the last number. 16 square, 6 square is equal 36. You have remainder 3 there. Then you want to multiply all 3 numbers there. 2 times 6, 12 times 1, 12 plus 3 is 15. Remainder 1, you have to square the first number. 1 squared 1 plus remainder 1, which makes 2, 256. Then you have 82 squared. You have to square the first number. Then that is 4. Then you have to multiply all 3 numbers. 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 8 is 32. You have to put 2 there. Then remainder is 3. Then you have to square 8. That is 64 plus 3, 67. 6,724 is your answer. Now, what do you mean by square root? Square root is the inverse of squaring. Inverse of squaring. To find the square root, you have to take the inverse of squaring. Okay, this is the square root sign. Let's see. 1 squared is equal 1. Square root of 1 is equal 1. 2 squared is equal 4. Square root of 4 is equal 2. 4 squared is equal 16. Square root of 16 equal 4. 8 squared is equal 64. Square root of 64 is equal 8. Now, It's clear every positive number has a square and a square root, but always not an integer value. Have a look. Square root of 4, that is equal to square root of 9, that is 3. So what about the number in between 4 and 9? Square root of 5, square root of 6, square root of 7, square root of 8. For those numbers, square root may be decimal numbers, not integer values. Let us, for example, consider how an approximate value is obtained for the square root of 5. We want to find the square root of 5. We write 5 here. Now, this 5 is in between square numbers 4 and I write here 4 and 9. Okay. We want to find the square root of 5. So I put the square root sign here. Square root of 5. Then square root of 4, which is 2. Sorry, square root of 9, which is 3. Okay. Now, then square root of 5 lies between 2 and 3. But you don't know whether it is 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. So, we have to approximate number there. So, how do we do that? We have to take the gap of these two numbers, 5 and 4 and 4 and 9. Let's see. This gap, 4 and 5, is equal to 1. And this gap, 4 and 9, equal to 5. Then we write as a fraction this one. Our answer will be in 2 point something. We write this one as a fraction. We write 1 over 5, which is equal to 2.2. So, still we don't know 2.2 is our answer. So, then we have to check it. How do we check it? We check it like this. We multiply 2.2 in 2.2, that is equal 4.84. Here, I'm not going to teach you how to multiply these numbers. I think you may know. You all know how to do that. Then, we check another number, 2.3 into 2.3. So, that is equal to 5.76. Okay. Now, we have to check whether 2.2 or 2.3, which one is more close to 5. For that, we have to check the gap there. 5 minus 4.84 is equal 0.16. Then 5 minus 5, sorry, here 5.76, you have 5 minus 5 is equal 0.76. Now, which number we have less gap here? 2.2. See, this is 0.16. So, we choose 2.2 as an approximation value for root 5. We write this like this one. We write like this. Root 5 is approximately equal to 2.2 to 1 decimal place. Example 1. Approximate square root 17 to the first decimal place. We have to find the square root of 17. I write 17 here. Then, 17 is in between square numbers 16 and 25. So we want to find the square root of 17. I put square root sign there. Square root sign. So square root of 16 is equal to 4. Square root of 5. Square root of 25 is 5. Alright. Now your answer square root 17 will be in between 4 and 5. So next we are going to check the gap here. Gap of these two numbers 17 and 16 and 16 and 25. 16 and 17, what's the gap there? 1. 16 and 25, what's the gap there? 20 minus 16 equal to 9. Now we can write our answer. First number 4. I write it as a fraction. 4. I write numerator as 1 out of 9, which is approximately equal to 4.1. Then let's check whether 4.1 is the correct answer. So we multiply 4.1 by 4.1 equal to 16.81. And we check the next number 4.2 into 4.2, which is equal to 17.64. So next we have to check the gap. Here, which is more close to 17. 17 minus 16.81, you have 0.19. Then 17.64 minus 17, you have 0.64. So by looking at this, gap is here. The 4.1 is less. So we can tell 4.1 is correct answer for root 17 to approximately 1 decimal place. So we can write like this. Root 17 approximately equal to 4.1 to 1 decimal place. Example 2. Find the first approximation of square root of 245. We want to find the square root of 245. 245 in between the square numbers 225 and 256. So I put the square root sign there, square root sign there, square root sign here. Then square root of 225 is 15. Square root of 256 is 16. So our answer will be 15 point something. Then we have to check the gap of these numbers 245 to 225. And 225, 256. Now, what's the gap between there? 245 minus 225 equal to 20. So then 256 minus 225 equal to 31. So then we have 15, 20 over 31, which is approximately equal to 15.6. Okay, now we have to check it again. 15.6 into 15.6 makes 243.36. Okay, then our number is 245. So we check 15.7, that is 15.7 equal 246.49. Next we have to check the gap here. 245 minus 243.36 is equal to 1.74, and 246.49 minus 245 equal to 1.49. Which one has less gap here? So that is 1.49, no? Then our answer will be square root of 245 is equal to 15.7 to 1 decimal place. Now you can try exercise 2.1. Today's topic is 2.2, the division method. This is the special method. We can find square root of any positive number. Here we pair of numbers from digit place towards left, like this. Look at this number, 1764. You pair of these numbers from right to left, 64, then comma 17. You have 1024, 24, comma 10. 2809, 09, comma 28, like this. Example 1. Find the square root of 1764. You have to find the square root of 1764. 1764. Okay. What is our first step? We have to pair this number. 64. I put comma there. Then we have to pair first thing. Then we have to check the most closest square number for 17. So that is 16. So square root of 16 is 4. We multiply this one by 4. I put 4 there. 4 times 4 makes 16. Then we subtract 16 from 17. We have 1 remainder. Then we take the next pair, 64 there. Then what? Next step, what we have to do? We have to double this number. We have to double this number. We have 8. The next number, what you are going to put here, the same number, you have to put right of 4. So If you put 1 here, you have to put 1 there. Then it's 81. It's less than that. So we have to put 2. Let's see. 2 there. Then 2 times 2 makes 4. And 2 times 8 makes 16. So when you subtract, you have the remainder 0. So you have perfect square number for square root of 1604 is equal to 42. Example 2. Find the value of square root of 3.61. If you want to find a square root of a decimal number, you have to pair decimals starting at the decimal point, which is left to right. Look at this square. You have to pair 3.61. You put 3.61, comma. Next, you have 12.321. You have 12.3210. You have to add 0 next to 1 to pair this number. Then you have 143.456. So if you pair the decimals here, you have to put comma there. 1 comma 43, then 45, and you have to add 0 again, 60, like this. Okay. Now we can try this question. Square root of 3.61. 3.61. First thing is we have to pair. No need to put 0 in front of 3. So this is, so then we have to check the first number, which is the most closest square number to 3, that is 1. You put 1 there and 1. 1 into 1 makes 1. You have remainder 2. Then you take next pair down, you have 261. Then next, what you have to do, you have to multiply this 1 by 2. Then you have 2. What you put here, you have to put right to 1. Now check. Here you have the last number 1. Then 9 times 9 makes 81. If we want, we can try 9. We can put here 9 and we can put here 9. Then 9 times 9, 81. 9 times 2, 18. Plus 8, 26. The remainder is 0. So you have to put the decimal sign here. So square root of 3.61 is equal 1.9. The perfect answer. Example 3. Find the value of square root of 2737 accurate to 2 decimal places. They have asked to find the square root to 2 decimal places. So we have to find the answer to 3 decimal places, and next we have to round up the answer to 2 decimal places. Here 2737 divided by, then To find the answer to 3 decimal places, we have to add 3 pair of zeros here. I pair these numbers here right to left, these numbers left to right. Okay, now look at the first pair of numbers, 27. So, which is the most closest square number to 27? That is 5. So, 5 times 5 makes 25. So, remainder is 2. Then you have to take another pair down. That is 37. Then you have 237. What you have to do next? You have to multiply 5 by 2. Then you have 10. The next number, what you are going to put here, you have to put right to 5. Now, if you put 2 here, you have to put 2 right to 5. So then, I think it is perfect. If you put 2, let's see, 2, and 2 times 2, 4, and 2 times 0, 2 times 1, 2. The remainder is 3, 3, 33. You have to take another pair of zeros down. I write it here. Then, next step, you have to multiply. So you have to put this in decimal sign here. Then you have to double the number. You have to double 52. 52 times 2 makes 104. I have to extend this. Then the number which is going to put here, you have to put there again. So 3,300 you have there. At 1,040 something you want to multiply by. Then if you put 3 here, look at this, 3 here, what happened? Let's see. 3 times 3 makes 9. 3 times 4, 12. 1 remainder. 3 times 3, 1, 3. So what is you have 1, 9, 7, 1, 171, 171. You have to take another pair of zeros here. Okay. Now, next step, what you have to double the number. You have to double the number here. 523. You have to double it. So, 523 times 2 makes 1,046. So, next number, we're going to write here. Same number you have to write there. Okay. Then 10,460 something. You want to put there. Definitely it should be, if you put 2 there, it's 20,000 something. Definitely it should be 1. Perfect. Then 10,461. So you have to subtract. Then you have 9. You have 3. you have 6 and again 6. Then you have to take another pair of zeros there. This one go down, another pair of zeros we add there. Next step, we have to double the top number. So you have 5,231. You want to multiply by 2. Then you have 10,462 something. You have 104,620 something. And the same number you want to put here. So if you put 6, I think 66 here. Let's check. We put 6 here. You have to put 6 there. And multiply by 6. 6 times 6, 36. 3 remainder. 6 times 2, 12. 15. 1 remainder. 6 times 6 again. 36. 37. 3 remainder. 6 times 4. 24. 27. 2 remainder here, and 6 times 1 is 6. Then subtract. You have 4. You have 4. You have 1. You have 6. And you have 3. 36,144. That is the remainder. So we have the answer 3 decimal places. So when you round up your answer, square root 2,737 is approximately equal to 52.322 decimal places. Okay. Example 4. Find the value of square root 3.421 accurate to 2 decimal places. To find the answer for 2 decimal places, first you have to find the answer for 3 decimal places, and then you have to round up it to 2 decimal places. Let's see. 3.42. First you have to pair the numbers. Then 42. Then you have to add 0 here. Then another 2 zeros. You want to take the answer for 3 decimal places. Therefore, you need three pair of decimal places here. Then look at this number 3. So which is the most closest square of the number less than 3? That is 1. You put 1 there and 1 in the top. Then 1 into 1 makes 1. You have remainder 2 here. Then you have to take another pair of numbers down, 42. Then what you have to do? You have to double this number. Double this number. So 1 into 2 is 2. So what you put here in the box, you have to put it in the top, same number. So don't forget to put the decimal point here. So when you multiply this one by 8, let's see, you put 8 here and 8 on the top. Then 8 into 8, 64. 6 remainder. 8 into 2, 16 plus 6, you have 20. 2 there. Then subtract, you have 8, you have 1. Then you have to take another pair of numbers down. You have 1810 there. Then what you have to do? You have to double the top number. What is double? 18 into 2. You have 36. 360 something here. You want to put the same number on the top. So which number you want to multiply to get 1810? So I think it's 4. 4 times, right, 4. 4 into 4, 16. You put 6 there, 1 remainder. 4 into 6, 24. Add 1, 25. 2 remainder. 4 into 3, 12. And 14 you have. So then subtract, you have 4 there. Then here 10 minus 5, 5. You have 7 and 3. Then what you have to do? You have to take another pair of numbers down like this. The next step, you have to double the top number. What you have there? You have 184 into 2, 368 something you have, 3680 something you should have there, and same number you want to put to the right to 4. Then which number you want to multiply this one? If you multiply by 10, you have 36,000 more than that. Then let's see 9. When you multiply by 9, 9 times 1, 81. You have 8 remainder. 9 times 8, 72. Plus 8, 80. You have 8 remainder. 9 times 6, 54. Plus 8, 62. You have 6 remainder. 9 times 3, 27. Plus 6. You have 33 there. Then subtract. You have 9 there. You have 9 there. 3 minus 2. Then 5 minus 3 is 2. Okay. Now you have 1.849 to 3 decimal places. You have to find the answer for 2 decimal places. Then 3.421 is approximately equal to 1.85 to 2 decimal places. You add 1 to 4. Okay, this is our answer. Okay, kids, now you can try exercise 2.2. Our topic is 2.3, using the square root of numbers to solve problems. Example 1. Find the length of a side of a square of area 441 cm square. Okay, we have a square like this. So we have to find the length of a side. I put length of a side as x here and x here. How to get the area of square? X into x. That is equal to 441. So, which is x squared is equal 441. Then x is equal square root of 441. So, we can apply here long division method. 441. I pair the numbers here. Then, which is the most closest square number? 2. I put 2 here. 2 times 2 is 4. 4. I take the 41 down. Then 2 into 2. We have 4. So exactly 1 and 1. Then 1 times 41 makes 41. Remainder is 0. So side length is 21 cm. Length of a side equal 21 cm. 21 is our answer. Example 2. 324 square-shaped garden tiles of area 900 cm squared. Each have been placed in a square-shaped courtyard so that the courtyard is completely covered with the tiles. Find the length of a side of the courtyard. Look at this courtyard. Here, 324 square-shaped garden tiles they have placed. So 324 altogether here, this type of garden. You know, one tile area that is 900 cm squared. So you can find the one side of a tile. So length of a garden tile. Length of a garden tile, that is equal to square root of 900 because the tile is in square shape, that is equal 30. So you want to put units there, 30 cm. Then how many square shaped tiles here? One row. Number of garden tiles in one row. In one row, what you have to do? You have to take the square root of 324. Here we can apply the long division method. 324 divided by, first what you have to do, you have to pair off. Then think about the closest square number, which is 1. You put 1 there, 1, 2 remainder. Take another pair down, 2, 2, 4. Then 1 into 2, 20, 20, I think 28. Let's see, 28. 8 into 8, 64. 6 remainder, 8 into 2, 16 and 6 is 22. You have perfect square. Square root of 324 is 18. So one row, you need 18 tiles. Length of a side, then length of a side is equal. Length of a side is equal to 18 into 30, which is 540 cm. In meters, 5.4 meters. Okay, now you can try exercise 2.3. Thank you for watching.